The track record of one half of the greatest of one of the greatest tag teams in New Japan history. It is the family versus the Gorillas of Destiny. Tony D gets a shot against Tonga Loa in the championship eliminator. If Tony D can outlast the time limit or somehow get the victory against Tonga Loa within a time limit, he will get a shot at the NXT North American champion. Charles Robinson is your official. Tony D catches him coming off the ropes. He drew in Tonga Loa and gets a 1 count. Tony D drew in Tonga Loa and a hard right hand from the man from the streets. But I don't think you want to trade soup bones with Tonga Loa, because I don't think you're gonna win if you trade soup bones with the son of Meng. Club to the back of the neck of Tony D. Tonga Loa gets knocked down with another hard right hand from Tony D. Falcon Arrow by Tony D'Angelo. Tony D feels like Tonga Loa is on borrowed time in NXT and doesn't belong as NXT North American champion. So Tony D's out to prove that he belongs as NXT champion and wants to take the banner back from the Gorillas of Destiny. He wants to take the banner back from the Bloodline. Big lariat takedown. Tama Tonga is feeling it. Big spine buster by Tama Tonga. But a quick kick out by Tony D. Into the corner goes Tony D'Angelo. Tony D reversed him. Roll up by Tony D'Angelo. And a quick kick out by Tonga Loa. Tony reverses him. Back to what worked. Back to the Falcon Arrow. If Tony can hit it, Tony's got to go for it as quick as possible. He's got to go for his signature moves. He's got to go for the big moves. Tonga Loa's going up top. He's waiting for Tony to get back up. He's measuring him. Tony catches him again. Tony catches him again. Tony goes for the double axe handle but gets taken down on the basement dropkick. Tony reverses him out of the corner. Tonga Loa reverses him back. Tony gets blocked. Tonga gets blocked. Ripcord lariat by Tony D'Angelo takes down Tonga Loa. And Tonga kicks out at the count of 1.5. Short arm lariat by Tony D'Angelo. Tonga reverses him again. Tony gets him in the corner. Tony's going up top to meet him halfway. Big suplex off the top rope by Tony D. Takes down Tonga Loa. Big suplex off the top rope takes down Tonga Loa. Tony had a little bit of time between landing the suplex and going for the lateral press, and it gave Tonga Loa an opportunity to recover because that suplex took just as much out of Tonga as it did Tony. Nice underhook suplex by Tony D. Tony is keeping it on. Tonga Loa. He's keeping the pressure on Tonga Loa. Tonga blocked him out of the corner. Tony blocked him back. Tony's going for a roll-up again. Charles Robinson slides into the lateral press, and this time Tony gets a 2 count on Tonga Loa. Lariat takedown. It worked, but Tony went to the well one too many times, and Tonga Loa reverses him. Tonga Loa brings him over to the corner. He's choking Tony D'Angelo with the top rope. Shortcuts, shortcuts. Shortcuts make champions, but I don't like shortcuts. Tony D catches him off guard. I don't think Tonga Loa was expecting Tony D to roll him up after just getting up from the leg drop. Tony's knee meets Tonga's face. Spin out power bomb by Tony D. Spin out power bomb by Tony D. And just in the nick of time, Tonga Loa pops his shoulder up. Just in the nick of time, Tonga Loa pops his shoulder up. Tony catches him with a European uppercut in the corner. Another quick lateral press. And another quick kick out by Tonga Loa. Another quick kick out by Tonga Loa. T-boned by Tony D. But Tony can't capitalize. This match has taken as much out of Tony as it has Tonga. Tony blocks Tonga. Hangs him up with the Hangman's neckbreaker. Hangs him up with the Hangman's neckbreaker. We got 3 minutes to go. And Tony gets caught off guard by Tonga Loa, but Tony is able to block it. STO takedown by Tony. STO takedown by Tony D. Tonga Loa reverses him. Tony reverses him back. Island driver by Tonga Loa. Island driver by Tonga Loa, but Tony kicks out. Tony kicks out. Jumping elbow strike by Tony D. We got 2 minutes left in the matchup. Big splash, but Tonga Loa moved out of the way. Tonga Loa moved out of the way. Slammed into the corner goes Tony D. I think honestly, Tony D'Angelo is showing that he can more than hold himself in a match against Tonga Loa. Tonga's going up top. He's measuring Tony D. His third time going to be the charm for Tonga Loa. Or is Tony going to capitalize again? Tony capitalizes again. Tony capitalizes again. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Proto bomb by Tony D. Spin out power bomb. And Tonga Loa kicks out again. Barely. Tonga Loa somehow kicks out. We have under a minute to go. In this match between Tony D and Tonga Loa. And if Tony D can find a way to capitalize, if Tony D can find a way to keep himself in this matchup, just for 40 seconds. If Tony D can find a way to keep himself in this match for 40 seconds, 30 seconds now. Tony D misses a big splash. Blocks Tonga Loa again. Tony sends Tonga to the outside. I mean, if I was Tony D, I'd be going for the ladder of press. I wouldn't be going for a count out. But I think he might have just been trying to get some distance between himself and Tonga. As time limit expires, Tony D outlasts the time limit, which means Tony D'Angelo gets a shot at Tama Tonga for the NXT North American Championship. 1-on-1. Tony D gets his shot to bring the belt back to NXT. With that being said, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next one.